Alright Logan, today we're going to do a little bit of a video about pitfalls that happens to my social media people when they can't get their horse to move. And one of the people was saying, well, what do I do? I ended up having to poke him in the shoulder to get him to move. So in all of our different games, we're going to show some things here that we do. So notice how Logan has a stick in her hand here. She's moving the forequarters around the hindquarters with steady pressure, and she's going to try the 4 phases are hair, skin, flesh, bone. Phase 4 means whatever it takes to get some try. So what she does when she puts her hand here and she's trying to use her fingernails for phase 4, it doesn't work. So that's what this stick is. If need be, she's going to use some rhythmic pressure to get something to happen. Now on this rotating the forequarters around, people, the energy, a lot of times you'll see a horse not moving around very good, and you'll notice the energy right here at the flank is coming out. And this is really a something that you should all realize that's very important in your big circles too. When you're cantering around and their horse wants to go to the barn, the energy is going to be coming out here. Even though you get his shoulders kind of back on the circle, you'll notice that he's not getting back on the circle here. His eyes are on his butt, I always say. They're still wanting to go to the barn. So in the steady pressure game, start showing them, as in right here, she's trying to, that's where her foot would be to move him over, right? But she's gonna feel like the energy coming here, and she's gonna bounce that stick off his rib cage here. Okay, give us a whirl with that. Rub first. You can see he's kind of anticipating. So see how that, just rub, keep rubbing, because he's there's a pitfall right there. And somebody might say, well, my horse keeps moving around. Friendly game, rub more until your horse quits moving. And then you see how also, here's another pitfall. See how actually when he's moving, he kind of has to walk forward. So sometimes a little bit of pressure on zone 1 to back him up. Say, this isn't, I didn't want you to take off yet, and whatever it takes. All right, so see how he's walking forward? I'd fix that right there with zone 1. Yes. But see how you got way out of position? So leave your hand here and back him up.
Okay.
And that might mean maybe you should start with the backing up thing first, right? Because that, see right there, he's moving forward. So back him up, push him backwards. See, and then he roots on you. Okay, now rub again and get ready to start the game. If he goes forward or moves, then just back him up. All right, take off. Bounce that stick. There you go. All right, folks, so there's a solution there to a problem in the steady pressure game that you guys might be frustrated with. So she was trying to rub, do the friendly game, and he's just moving his feet. But when he was doing it, he was walking forward. So you back him up. See, back him up. Push him backwards. There you go. Now rub again. Okay, now start the game. Good job, good job. And rub it to a stop. Okay, back him up. See how he wants to go forward all the time, and he roots. All right, so here's another thing that happens. Do the backing him up with your knees. So we're going to do the steady pressure game, moving him backwards, and bounce that stick off the ground and whack him in between the chest if he doesn't move. Start bouncing that stick off the ground. Harder, faster, underneath his chest. Come on. Bang. There you go. Now quit. See the try you got and how soft he got on the nose? All right. So I'm going to answer this question a little bit too when you say, people, that I can't get them to do it at phase 4. Then go through your phases 1 through 4 again, but faster, harder. That's not working, then start your phases again. Faster, harder. That's not working, faster, harder. And you might have to frickin' whip on them, all right? I don't like saying that on social media, but that's the word that you guys might hit home. Like, I generally don't whip on them. but I might, if that's what it takes to get some try. Okay, back him up again. Is he soft on the nose?
Yeah.
Okay, then, and again, 1% a day, right? So, you know, don't try and get, if you're getting some try, then you mark that down in your head and then get a little more try the next day. Don't just try and get 50% one day, otherwise you're going to end up losing some, right? All right, so do the hindquarters. Here's a good one to where people will have trouble pushing their hindquarters. Remember, I came here and all of a sudden you went to phase 4 and you were like trying to push 1,200 pounds around. So one of the things about phases too, and I've seen it on the moving the hindquarters around, is people go too quick to phase 4 and then they get the horse pushing back at them. Okay, get your hand down there where your right hand down, where your foot would be. All right, there you go. Great job. And again, if you were pushing here and it wasn't working, you could bounce that stick off his butt. Okay, let's just do it one more time. Friendly game first. Don't let him walk forward. Okay, bounce that stick just for the people. Keep going so you can come around and they can see it again. There you go, but keep the hand on there. Okay, good job. Now here's another pitfall that happens. So from right there, need be, if they go forward and you're way back there, this snap is invaluable. I love this snap because it can back a horse up, right? And I'm going to use that same, see how he's backing up? It's a great thing. Just use your phases here. See, he knows because I use the phases to back him up. Now he's backing up too much, pull him forward. All right, so there's, folks, is some pitfalls in the steady pressure game that'll help you get your horse back to hare. All right, so always remember too that if you gotta go to phase 4, get back to phase 1 once he frees up and get a little bit of movement with phase 1. All right, show them that deal right there that I'm talking about, backing your horse up. So go bounce that stick, get your horse straight, bounce that stick and get him, and once you have to, then get him, see the hose behind you, get your horse straight so you don't back over the hose. Straight alongside the hose. There you go. Rub first. Get that stick ready, and then once you got some freedom, quit bouncing and go back to phase 1 with your fingers.
Okay.
All right. Pretend you want quite a bit of movement. Now go back. Now, just to keep your hand on and keep going. There you go. See how you make sure that you go back to phase 1, folks. Right? If you just keep going at phase 4, then you'll always have to use phase 4. All right. That's for the steady pressure game, and we're going to do the other side, shut the camera off, and then we'll give you some stuff in the rhythmic pressure. All right.